today we are doing 3.1 again. We are going to review our vocabulary, and then we are also going to do a reteach worksheet before we do the lesson quiz, just to clear up a few things. So this piece of paper, after you're done and it's graded and it's in the grade book, you can put it in your notes if you would like. Okay? After you've done the reteach, you could cut this part out and paste it. Yeah. Okay, so we have an image. That's what we're going to start with. And we got some blanks. An image is the resulting. Oh, how about I put it back on my pen?
Can I have a paper?
Let me recalibrate real quick, guys. So an image is the resulting figure of a transformation. Okay, so that's the end product, right? And it says the smaller building on his drawing is in what? Taken from a larger building. What is it? What do you think goes over there? Image. Thank you, lady. So a line of reflection, a line that should be an object is reflected across. Now I think it says, the thing I did it off, it said a line that a thing, but a thing sounds weird. A thing. Okay, when I see a mountain reflected, in a lake, the horizon is the line of reflection. A pre-image is the given. Am I going too fast, guys?
No.
Okay, given figure in a transformation. So the pre-image is the what figure before transformation? Original? That's what I used with original. Reflect, there wasn't any good words I could take out of there. I guess I could have took out image, huh? An image of something, that is a reflection, right? Okay, the blank reflects light onto the floor. What would reflect light onto the floor?
Mirror.
A mirror. For reflection, it says a blank image of an object. How would you describe a reflection of something? A mirror image? The artist can see a blank of the sky in the pond. Reflection. Well, form would be shape and size.
Well,
There's
it's
size and shape, but the
it's
first one is
roughness.
position.
Or isn't like roughness like the same
That would be
shape?
texture.
Or yeah.
Okay, but a transformation wouldn't change its texture. A change in position, size, or shape. Now, technically, it doesn't matter which order I put those in, correct? It could be in any order. Of a geometric figure. And then blank the cup across the table is a transformation. What?
Sliding.
I always get people go, I can throw it. Well, that wouldn't be a transformation. That wouldn't be like across the table, sliding it across the table. So I thought this would help us with some vocabulary because there was a lot of vocabulary in this section that we are going to keep using. So I just wanted to make sure we had it down. Okay, now here at the bottom, we have to make some decisions. The blank of a solar panel is made by turning the first panel 90 degrees. I can't get the 90 degrees on my show on my paper, it's on yours. Okay? So, is it image or pre-image? It's image because I'm already turning it, right? Moving a chess piece is a blank. Is it a reflection or a transformation? Transformation. The water blank the clouds and trees. Reflects. Okay, now we have to fill in some words. And we're going to use the words from the top. A figure is reflected across x equals 1, which is the line of reflection. Okay, because -1 would be that x equals -1 would be that line of reflection, correct? Okay, she looks at her blank reflection in the mirror. If you write neatly, all your words fit on there. Okay, a soccer coach draws a diagram of where a ball should be kicked. The starting point of the ball is the pre-image. So hopefully that helped clear up some things. Okay, I don't think they were too horribly murky, but I think maybe they were a little on some people. Okay. So I'm going to erase these real quick so I can use them next hour. Everyone good? And then we will do the other side. You can start the other side of the sheet on your own while I'm getting ready for it. Bless you. Bless you. Is this one going to give me a hard time too? Okay, number 1. Is this figure on the left a rigid transformation? Why it is? Yes. Okay. It is because the size and shape do not change. What kind of a transformation was this? Was it a reflection? No.
It was like a rotation.
It's like a rotation, isn't it? Okay. And we will be doing that. Okay. The next one. It is not. And why is it not? Because it changes size. Now, the next one is just an example, but we're going to write the rule for it. Okay?
Oh.
I was confused.
Yeah, it says
It's an
example, and I thought that was really weird. I didn't
Because
Realize it?
the next one's the question.
right, but it was weird to me that they had that on there. But anyway, okay, so it's the graph shows a reflection over what line?
M.
M. Okay, it shows the reflection over line M, doesn't it? Okay, so what would be my rule for that? Just not M. What is that line? What kind of line is M?
Vertical.
It's a vertical. So what's that equation look like?
R equals Y.
YX would be this line.
R equals Y.
Do I have a Y? Remember vertical lines?
So
just
R
have an
equals
X. X is what? This is 1, 2, 3. Remember, all vertical lines are just X equals something. All vertical lines are just X equals something. So we have the error. Esteban said R sub n of A plus B goes to A prime, B prime, C prime, where the equation of the line n is x equals 4, is the rule of the reflection. What is his error?
He changed position.
Well, x
I
equals
thought
4,
the example was like showing what it started out as, and then this one was like.
it did,
I guess it's
it did. X equals 4 would be where?
right there.
Right here.
Oh, he meant
He
y
didn't do
equals
x equals 4, he did what?
Y equals 4.
Okay, so Esteban did R of y equals 4, didn't he? So what would it look like if you guys got a pen or something? We're going to do x equals 4. So x equals 4 would just flip-flop, and my y's would stay the same, right? So b is how far from the line of reflection? 1,
2.
2. So it needs to be 1, 2 on the other side, right? So this would be b prime right here. And c is what? 1, 2, 3. So it needs to be 1, 2, 3 on the other side. So this would be c prime. And a would go to where?
C.
C. So this would be a prime. So if you did it right, it would look like what?
It'd be just.
It would look like that, wouldn't it? Okay, so we got to make sure we're doing it the correct one. Y equals is horizontal, x equals is what? Vertical. If it's x equals, it's changing the x. If it's y equals, it's changing the y. Opposite of what the x and y reflections are, right, of the x-axis. Okay, I think there's one more, yes? Okay, which line of reflection, which is the line of reflection on the first one? Is it A or B?
A.
It's A. How do you know it's A?
Because they're all on the line.
Like it looks, well, it's not on the B, that's
It's like-
the object, right? Because if it was A, if it was B, it'd be up and down from each other, wouldn't it? Okay, what's this one? R of what? B.
Oh, I wrote that.
Okay, now I want to review. What does it mean? You should have room down here to write, don't you? You have a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I have R of the x-axis, what do I put negative on? The x-axis, the y. So it's x minus y, right? And that just means the opposite y. So if it was positive, it's negative. If it's negative, it was positive. Okay? What does R of the y-axis do? It would be a negative x, meaning the opposite sign of the x's. The y's don't change, right?
Y vertical? No, Y.
Y is vertical.
Yes.
Okay? And because my brain was like woo-hoo yesterday, y equals x, that means the y equals the x and the x equals the y, right? So I flip them, and I'm just going to write it yx. Correct? And when we do a horizontal reflection, we're changing the y's, correct? And that would be a y, horizontal lines are y equals. When I do a vertical reflection, I'm changing the x's. Okay. Does that kind of make things a little clearer? Okay, so the rest, we're going to have the quiz. And if it assigns you some problems after the quiz, go check how we've done that in the past. It should have some assigned to you. If it does not, then we'll go from there. But I don't know how much time we'll have. I still need to read you announcements.
Yeah, I wanna know.
While you guys are getting your computer going, I will.